Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you a junk journal that I've been working on for the past few days. I love to junk journal, and I know a lot of times I don't show you all of the junk journals that I create, but I actually do create them in the in-between time when I'm just doing other crafts. So this is a journal that I created, and it's pretty thick here. It's pretty chunky. It has some pretty beads on here with some material. Another little bead collection that I put on here. Some pink material. A little, I think this is from like an old earring or something. Put that on there. And there's another bead there. And then I'll show you the top end. It has some pink and white material, some pretty beads, and here's one of the dangles I created with a heart charm. And this is what the front looks like. Let's see. Okay, so the front has a flower that I made. You can actually see a tutorial on these if you look back maybe like 5 or 6 videos. I made these handmade flowers, so go check that video out if you haven't seen it. And I added some lace and some really pretty fabric that has little pink hearts on it, and a brown button that goes with some of the dangles that are on the top and bottom of the journal. And it's tied together with some fabric. It also has one signature, a really thick signature. In the back has some fabric with a little bow. So let's jump into this because this is kind of thick, so it might take a little while. So I'm gonna open this, and the front page, I'm hoping this is in frame. Let's see. The front page, I made a pocket here, and I just made this from some paper that I got from Joann's. It's got a couple of cards in there, a floral card, and just mint green one for writing. And I attached some lace with a little bit of bling and a ticket. On this side, I just put some paper with butterflies and flowers on it. This is pretty much like a nature journal, but I just added a few other things in here. So this page, I added a floral card, another card here with a side pocket, and a little puffy sticker here. Here I added a musical pocket that I made from music paper, and I inked around the edges. And then I made a tag with a butterfly and inked around that. And then I just put a piece of paper with a teacup there. And I think this is like a brown paper bag. And I just folded the side. All right, so this one is Okay, I made a pocket from some grid paper, and I added a few embellishments here with a ticket, and I added a floral card and added some ribbon and a button. And then I collaged this from a brown paper bag, and I added that to the pocket. See, you can put pretty much anything you want to into a junk journal. That's what I love about junk journals, is you always have things laying around the house that you can use. So on this one, I made a flip, and I put a ticket there and a bird. And then I made this pocket from a piece of paper that I got from, I think, Walmart or something, I don't know. So it opens up like this, and you can put something in there. And I just embellished it. And this I made from a brown paper bag and some scrap paper. So you could use it as a bookmark or anything. I just thought it was kind of cute in there, so stuck it in there. I added that. And this flip. I hope you guys are able to see this well. I can't really tell. Okay, so then I added some lace to the end of this one. On the next page is a strip of music paper and a little collage I did there. This is just room for writing, journaling. And I added a couple of bags, brown paper bag and wax paper polka dotted bag. And I just put where and who on the bags. Just random. So they flip up and flip back. And this page just has some collaged like little animals from a kid's book, and this is from a card, and I just added a little bird there on the walkway, and I added a stamp. Okay, the next page came from like a vintage insect book, and I thought this was kind of nice, so I just inked around the sides and added that. And this page, like, this was part of a children's book, and I believe this was part of a card. And then I just put some lined paper there with a bird in the corner. In this page, I made a pocket and put a little floral stamp there, and then put a couple of cards in here. And this was made from that same paper bag and some scrap paper. And then I added part of a butterfly paper that I got and a little teacup in the corner. And see if I can get this to go back in here. I know everything that I normally craft a lot of pink stuff, so this just has hints of pink, but I actually use other colors besides pink in this one, so that's awesome. On this side, I collaged this paper bag with some florals and a little flip up here that says cheers. And I inked around the corner of this pocket that I made and put some vintage paper in the back. On this side, I have a strip pocket and some paper with a coupon ticket. And then I made a pocket from an old book page, and then I added some music paper, and I collaged a tag to go in there. And by the way, I coffee dyed all of my papers for this book, so it's all coffee dye papers, each page. This is a piece of scrap paper. Underneath it is coffee dye paper. But this one says always be kind. And this, I made a thing that flips open. You can write in that. And it has a ticket that goes under this. And there's a tag with a flower. And it actually keeps this little thing closed. So, okay, the next page is a vase with some pretty flowers and a bag right here if you need to tuck something in here. So that closes, and there is a pretty purple and yellow butterfly that kind of goes with the flowers on this side. And then I used some music paper and some more flowers in the corner. And that flips open, and there's Mr. Owl. He kind of just landed in here. I thought he was really cute, so I was like, I'll find a spot for you just because I think you're cute. So there's Mr. Owl, and he's on a piece of vintage paper. Actually, I think this is the back of some music paper. And then on this page, I collaged some old vintage paper with some floral paper. And I made a cute little tag and embellished or stamped, whatever you call it. I used my Cuttlebug, and I made this imprint that says love. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but it's imprinted love in stamp form. And then I inked around the sides, and then I made a pocket here. And this pocket is textured. This was some of the paper I got from Joann's. And the next page is I found this paper in like some cards, and I thought the blooms were pretty on here, so I put that in here. And I also found this botanical and backed it with some cardstock and stuck it in here. And then this is just a plain tag. And I made a pocket out of music paper and stuck it on the front of my pocket. And then it goes right down in here. On this page, I just added a moth. It's kind of random, but I liked it. So I added a moth and some floral ribbon down the side with a ticket. And I tore the page to make it uneven. I kind of like that look. And then on this is just the back piece of a piece of music. And this side is a pocket that I made from some craft paper, an altered paper clip that I made. I also have a video on those if you want to check that out. I have a tag here that can be written on the back. And then in the corner is a green button that goes with my pocket. This page has a pocket that I made and inked around, and I added some music paper that I inked around and some binoculars. It has 2 cards that I made with butterflies, and this one's kind of plain. And I left them plain so that you could write on them. This side has a really pretty print with, instead of washi tape, I just used some scrap paper and just inked around the sides. And then I added a little cup, like a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. And then I added some lace at the bottom. On this side, I found this from a really nice book, and I thought this print was so pretty. So I wanted to add that. I thought this was really gorgeous. So I added that. And then on this side is, I used some brown paper bag and coffee dyed that and collaged it with some words and a strip of vintage lace with some bling on it. And then I made this card that sits inside with a, it looks kind of like a watercolored flower, and I thought it went well with this picture because it looks kind of like it's watercolors. And then I just added a piece of scrap paper there, and it sits right in there. Okay, and then the next page, I added a pretty peacock here, and there's just a piece of like a ticket or a tag there, and then some writing paper. And then his feathers flow to the next page, which is some music paper. And the pine cone actually goes with the pine cone in this picture. So that's where that came from, if you're wondering. And then I have two tickets here on some music paper. On the next page, I have some vintage looking botanical flower. I'm not sure exactly what kind of flower that is. And a butterfly moth, if there's a such thing. And on this page, this is from an old book of butterflies and moths. And I thought it was interesting, so I added that in, and then a butterfly or moth cutout here. And then I used these vintage looking boxes because they kind of go with the box that the butterflies are in. So I thought that was cool. The next page has butterflies and birds and strawberries. And I made this pocket from an old piece of mail. I just took the envelope and collaged it. And then I put a tag that says beautiful. On this side, I made another pocket from just a piece of scrap paper, and then I put some vintage, from a vintage book, and a little tag with flowers on it. And then it holds a little card. I coffee dyed the paper that's underneath here, and I put doilies on there, so it gave me this doily print, but it's actually coffee paper. The next page is a handmade pocket. I love to make pockets, so I think I may do a video to show you how I make some of my pockets. If you're interested in something like that, just leave me a comment below and let me know. But this pocket I made in coffee dyed, and I inked around the sides. I put in another floral tag card, and I added a bingo card there. On this side, which is the middle of my signature, and it has my dangle on there. I'll let you see that again. Okay, I made this and it says, "Hope the sun shines down on you today." And it has some, uh-oh, I just lost a button. I'll put it back. It had two buttons, now it has one. But anyway, so it has the material here. It has a piece of doily, some vintage paper, and "Life is Lovely" across the top. I'm trying to make this as still as possible for you. This page has some pink, and it has some real doily here, and it has some coffee dyed looking doily around the top and the bottom. I made pockets and then added some paper, polka dot pink paper. It has a card in it that says, "Love created the memories you'll always keep in your heart." I thought that was sweet. And then on this side is a pocket inside of a pocket. So there's a pocket, and it has a little card in there. And then I just added a puffy sticker. And then this is some extra paper to write on. That goes in there. And then this side just has a pretty giraffe. I just like the way that looked. And behind it, some leaves. And then some music paper here. More music paper. And this is a little flip out. It says, "My heart blooms with flowers." And then that closes. And this is the other end of that paper. And it's like a grandmother praying. Grandmother and grandfather praying. I thought that was really nice. So then I added some ribbon. And the next page, some florals. I made a pocket here, and then I used my, I used my tool to make a cut in the bottom so that you know that it's a pocket. And then here is another floral card I thought was really pretty. On this side is another pocket that I made from scrapbook paper. And here's a card. And this card has a rose. It has some floral vintage paper and some words from vintage paper. And then I added a flower pot and some lace. And I figured the flower pot pretty much goes with the flowers on the other page and the one at the bottom. And this is just some craft paper. And that goes in my corner pocket. I thought that looked nice together. Oops. On this page, I just used a envelope and put love inside and a camera, and it flips open to a tag that I collaged with bright yellows. It says "the little things," and then it has memories. Okay. And then on this side, I just collaged some music paper, some old, the back of some old music paper. And I made a little corner pocket right there. And there's some music paper. And on this one, it flips out. And you have some music paper and a yellow flower. and that flips back, which it is actually a tag. And then this tag has a floral piece. And then here is a pocket. This has One Day at a Time with some writing paper. We're almost at the end, guys. Hang in there with me. And here's some paper for writing. This one says enjoy, and you can write on that. Music paper. And then this is actually a pocket. It pulls out for writing. And it goes back in there. And then I have some floral ribbon there. Some lace. Places for writing. This is another pocket that I made and inked around and added some floral and some and a butterfly that matches the pocket. This is an envelope with some lace, and then just added a piece of an index card. Another pocket with cherish and a tag that I made. Florals and 2 tags to write on. And then these pages are just for writing, so that you have plenty of space to write. And this is just a piece of scrapbook paper. And here's another pocket with some florals and put your positive pants on. That's another pocket. And then an envelope here with a hummingbird, and it is what's the word, edged with some lace. And here's Mr. Fishy. I thought it was a bright, pretty color, so I stuck him in there on some craft paper. On this side, I made another pocket, and I put in a little tag. And then on the inside is another tag for writing. So that goes in there. You have a pocket here and one here. So that's that, and then we flip it back. And then I made another pocket here out of some old paper. And I just stamped this lace here, or punched that lace on the top. And then here is some more coffee dye paper, some lined paper with lips at the bottom, and then a little bit more paper to write on, and a pocket here at the back with some heart material. So that is the end of that, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. I didn't realize it was going to be so long, but this was a chunky journal this time, so I hope you enjoyed watching this. And if you have any questions or comments and you would like to leave them at the bottom, I would love to hear from you. Also, if you were interested in making a video showing you how to make some of those pockets, I'll be happy to do that. Just leave me a comment, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love if you would do so. I would really appreciate it. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I appreciate you all watching today. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye.